Lifestyle. Now, here are your hosts, Chardell Moore and Christina Dean.
Okay, guys, so we're kicking things off with how to spice up our relationship.
Yes, we have got 8 great tips for how you or your partner to follow from a relationship expert, Sarah Kernals. Thank you so much for being with us.
How you doing, Queen?
Thank you. I'm great, and I'm so excited to be here.
Yes.
We're so excited to have you on.
We had a great conversation even before we started
We
filming.
did.
So what are some of the common mistakes that we see in a long-term relationship?
Yeah, in long-term relationships, it's really easy to fall into a pattern. We fall into these rhythms with our partner, and we stop investing the time in ourselves, and we stop investing the time in each other. I like to say that no relationship's 50-50. It's 100-100. You both have to come in completely committed to yourself and to each other.
Right, can't get comfortable.
No, not too comfortable. And it's also that feeling of when you stop investing in yourself, you're also not investing in the relationship anymore.
Right.
You got to show up your best.
Absolutely.
Can we dig into that just a little bit more? Yeah.
So the way that it looks like is if I love myself, then I can be overflowing with love and I have more to give to you. If you think about like a teacup, you want to have your teacup full, but you're not going to have your partner drinking from the teacup. They get to drink from the overflow.
I see.
The saucer. So you always want to be full of yourself, feeling great, feeling happy, feeling fulfilled and content with your own self. And then your partner gets the best of you. They get all the great parts.
Yeah, because when you're not whole, you're going to transfer that energy to your partner.
Right. And then you're trying to get them to fill something for you, and it's never going to work that way. That turns into an unhealthy pattern.
Interesting. So what does it mean if you feel like the spark is gone?
It means you're normal. Relationships go through phases. And that feeling of the spark that we all get at the beginning, it's a phase. And we're not meant for that to last forever in our lives.
The lust honeymoon phase?
No, it's not. It's actually a really good thing. No, don't get too upset. It's a great thing because that phase can come back again later.
That's good
But
to
what
know.
you develop over time is more committed intimacy to each other. You get to know each other on a deeper level. And sometimes that's when people get stuck of like, but the spark's gone. It's not the way that it used to be.
Right.
But that just means you get to reinvest. You get to re-examine what do we want. We get to decide this together, come together in partnership.
So how can we bring that spark back?
Yeah, you have some tips for us.
Yes. Number one, I say show appreciation. When you're in that place where you're communicating appreciation and telling your partner what, literally use the word, I appreciate about you is, it goes so much farther. And even if you're doing this privately in your own journal or just a piece of scrap paper of what I appreciate about my partner is blank, and just write out as much as you can think about, your energy changes.
Absolutely.
You relate to the other person differently.
Interesting.
What else?
So the next one I would say is you want to listen to the other person in a way that makes them feel heard. And that
How do you do that?
That's different for everybody, right? So for a lot of people, what that means is you stay quiet. Stay quiet till they're done talking. Most people are going to show you they're done. They'll give a nod or they'll say, that's it. And what we often do when we're listening is we interrupt. We'll be like, tell me more. And actually that derails a person's thinking. And they don't feel like they've been heard. So you can listen, say, is there anything else that you need to say? What I'm hearing you say is that X, Y, Z, whatever it is, summarize that back. And then that person can really be heard.
Right. Yeah, that's such an important part.
That's what we're all looking for.
And we have a couple more up on the screen. Schedule date nights.
Yes, this is one of the biggest myths is that scheduling is not sexy. We actually want to prioritize that time together, that commitment. Schedule the time together. Show each other you're a priority. I also say one of my other tips is wake up 15 minutes earlier. Cuddle. Just spend that time together. Make it pillow talk time. Saying like just 15 minutes earlier is not that big of a sacrifice to get connection with each other.
Right. And of course you mentioned having your own life. It's so important to be able to have your own things that you do with your group of friends or whatever.
It makes you more interesting too. You can come back together.
We got some more tips.
Trip
Wake up
down
15
memory
minutes
lane.
earlier.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I like the cuddle time tip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take a trip down memory lane. You want to remember what were the things that first attracted you to each other? What did you like about each other? What was the spark? And then share those hard things that you're not saying. That's what creates vulnerability and connectedness and intimacy.
Even that other tip, do something scary together.
Yeah, that's a good way to connect.
It is. It boosts your adrenaline, which is actually a bonding chemical for two people. So you get that rush, and then you have this shared memory also of that thing that we did. Life is hard. Life is scary. We did it together. We can do more together.
This is fantastic. And if we're interested in getting relationship coaching or learning more about you, where can we go to do that?
You can go to my website, sarahmkernels.com, and I have a free guide for anybody if you want to improve your communication game, learn more about talking and listening so that you can build connection and intimacy.
We
I'm
could do
gonna
a whole
download that.
show with you. I'm just saying,
I know.
like, these tips, great.
Just in time for Valentine's.
I'd love it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
We appreciate it.
Yes.